Hi guys, it's me again. New scarf and everything. And I wanted to do another tutorial. Since you guys really haven't been commenting and I'd asked you which 3 palettes that you wanted to do, nobody said anything. So this time we're going to do the LA Colors and we're going to use Sunflower palette. And I'm going to show you this quick and easy 1, 2, 3 smoky soft shadow that you're really going to adore. So what we're going to do is we're going to start, and remember, I always have down here my water dish, but today it seems like when I clean the house, I didn't put it back. So, well, I just did now, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to dip into the first color, which is that yellow out of the palette, which looks like this, and what we're going to do is I'm going to take this, and I'm going to make a line right there. And this is going to come back into my eye. And that's just going to be my first line, because this palette is so pretty that I'm going to leave that color there. And I'm just going to sit there and I'm going to build on that color. And I'm going to build on it until you can see it brighter and brighter and brighter. And that's just on the outer edge. And I'm going to keep building it and adding color into it and adding into it. And this might take a little bit since for some reason, and I don't know if it's either my brush or the palette itself, but it seems to me that either my brush is not wet enough, or it's too wet, or I don't know, but it's just not cooperating today. And I don't know why, but I'm planning on making a V on the other side as well. And this is just a fun little V that's just, hanging out there right at the edge of the eye without a care in the world. I hate that I don't know why I'm getting overspray from these, but this palette seems to be really, really lighter than the other one, so kind of have to add more of the water to it than I thought. And I'm just going to sit there and I'm just going to build on that as well on the other side. So you've got here, which you want to build up, and then you've got it here, which, of course, it doesn't want to be for me. So, can you see that? See the V? Okay. Then we're going to take the same brush, and I'm just going to kind of right into the center, right at the waterline here, and the tear duct. And I'm going to do that on both sides since I don't know what's wrong with me, but today my eyes are really, really dark. So I'm going to put that on the same side. And then I'm going to go into my next color, which is that bronzy. And I'm going to take the bronze, and that'll be the second color that goes just on the eyelid. And you can just tap it onto the eyelid, directly onto the eyelid, because the next color that's going to go next to that is going to be a really pretty, pretty color. Now you notice I'm slanting them all. It's because there's this reason. I have hooded eyes, and they are so hooded to where when I close them, you don't really see anything, as you can tell. Okay? So what I'm doing is I'm actually adding depth into my eyes to where you can actually see the liner and everything else. And you want to bring this one about halfway. On a slant. And you don't want to overlap it on the other color. This one is not one of those overlapping. So please don't do that on this one. And then you want to wipe that off go into your next color, which is that gold that I was telling you about. And of course, it's going to be difficult, or at least try. And that is the last color you put on. Now that is the darkest of the colors. And the reason I'm putting it on this end instead of on this end is because I want some depth into my eye. My eye is already hooded. So I'm adding this extra dimension. I don't know if you could see that. It gives it a dimension to my eye. See if I can bring the color up here. There. I don't know if you could see that, but it actually brings a dimension into my eye. And I'm not going any higher than lid. Okay? And you want to do that on both sides. Do not go any higher than your actual eyelid. And there's a reason for that. Because we're going to play up there a bit, but not like this. Okay, now that we've got that, and of course, please don't put on your foundation until after you've done all this. I want to take a nice soft, now this brush is nice and dry and it's nice and soft, really, really soft and fluffy. And we're going to go back into that color because it's still damp. And I want to take it and I want to actually go across underneath the brow with it. And because it's wet, it's going to leave a shimmer when you put your finger over it. It's not going to leave much color at all. So you don't want to overload it. You just want to shimmer it. So it actually connects with that line that you made. That's what that line's there for. And you notice the line faded when I touched it? Okay. Now, what I want to do is I want to sit there and I want to blend these out just a bit. Now, I waited so they were dry a bit before I did this. And you want to sit there and just blend it out so they're not harsh or anything. And it only looks like you have really two colors on, which is kind of neat with this one. This side is just still a little bit damp, so you have to actually, might have to work at it a bit. But remember what I said, one color first. Start at one color and then do the next. So it doesn't smear and smudge and get muddy and you lose your colors. And so it kind of looks like this. Now let's see if I can give you a good image of these eyes. I don't know. So you really can't see the colors. There. Maybe that's better. You really can't see the colors. To you, it looks like one separate color. But to me, it's two different. You could see the dark here, and then the light. And then you could see the real light in the corner. Now, what I want to do is I want to take that angled brush again and go back into that light color. And you want to take it and you want to go at the waterline, right underneath your lashes. And because it's wet, you can actually do this. And it doesn't hurt it. This palette, for some reason, it does not hurt the colors. Don't know why. It just doesn't. And you want to do that on the other side. And then I want to take a liner, and I'm just going to go at the bottom on the exact waterline, not underneath it, with a black liner, just to make it a little more fancy and a bit up. You do not have to line the top at all. Not today, anyway. We're not lining the top on this one because this one is a cute eye. I'm going to use a CoverGirl bombshell again. Just on the top. Don't forget your angel does at the end. We're only using number 1 on this. I've decided today that we're not going to go all out and use number 2. because number 2 seems to be for more, nighttime. I'm going out and I want to make a statement, and we're only doing the top lashes today. So, with that said, I'll brighten you up here so you can see me. Hi again. And once we get that done, I want to take our dark lip liner that we had yesterday, and you want to go over your lips, right at the ends, make your Cupid's bow, come down, same way as yesterday, cut off the bottom, do not fill it in, you're just lining your lips, and then you want to take your e.l.f., and this one is one of my favorites. This is the liquid lipstick, the Luscious. This is Baby Lips, and just go around in the center of it. Of course, I'm going to make a mess today. Don't know why. And it gives you that glossy, pouty lip. That's it. Now, what I've been doing lately is I've been actually sitting there and I've been taking some of the blush brush and going into the bronze and the gold and just sweeping it across my cheek. So it makes it kind of a bronzy. I don't know if you can see that, but it makes it kind of a shimmer bronze across my cheek. Now, I'm old enough to know how much is on my brush. Make sure you do your cheeks first. Whatever's left over, which is a tiny bit on the brush, you can do on your forehead and on your chin if you wish, if you'd like that rosy, bronzy, good morning dewy color. That's up to you. But there's the look. There's the style. You guys know it. One little palette, one liner, mascara, lip liner, and we're out the door. See you guys tomorrow. Remember, this is a sunflower palette. Tomorrow we got Forget-Me-Nots, which is blue. And then we have to figure out some color combinations. So don't forget to like and subscribe. And tell me what colors that you'd like to see. Love you.